This is our inaugural streaming, our very first episode. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited to be here. Um, how this Since this is the first episode, I guess I'll detail a little bit about what this show is about. Basically, I mean, we're going to be playing the old adventure type games, mainly point and click. I might branch out a little further down the road to, more platform adventures, but oh, sorry. I apparently started a little early. I said, welcome to Choco's Jank Adventures. This is the first episode. Uh, I guess I waited more like 15 seconds. But yeah, I was going to say, this is the inaugural episode. This is the very first episode, so I'm going to just kind of break it down for a minute before we start our game tonight. This is like I'll be going through old adventure games, mostly point and clicks, but eventually down the road I'll probably be doing more. Some of the ones where you're, platforming but still going by adventure logic. Um, like, these are all usually like, plot related puzzle type games. Like the oldest puzzle that seems like is in most of them is, oh, you have a locked door with a key in the lock on the other side. In your room you have a newspaper and a nail. So you got to slide the newspaper under the door, stick the nail in the keyhole, key falls down, pull the newspaper back in, and the key's sitting on top of it. You see that in tons of puzzles. That's the kind of logic we're dealing with on good occasions. Now, unfortunately, in especially a lot of these games, they were not in good occasions, and there's just absolutely absurd moon logic to try to work your way around things. I mean, we'll definitely see lots of times where it's just befuddling. Um, I do have a gong feature, which you'll notice in the upper right. How that works is when my co pilot, which for this game is the lovely Lady Linalia,
Hello.
decides that I'm struggling too much on a puzzle, they can say to start the gong, which in this case is set for a 5 minute timer that goes down, and when it hits zero, the gong goes off, and all of you can help me too, and we just try to get past the stupid puzzles. So yeah, and trust me, I'm sure it will get use on this show because there is some games that just I would be fascinated to see an MRI of the game's writer. It's just crazy.
So I don't know much about this specific game. I know about like the Discworld books and things. It's like what little I know about this game is mostly I've heard that it has some pretty ridiculous puzzles. So
Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting.
we are playing Discworld. I'm going to be playing the PlayStation version just because it's easier to load up and get the sound working. So sue me. I don't care. I'm going the path of least resistance. Um, I did play this to completion as a teenager, but I'm 40, so that was mid 90s. So it's been like 25 years since I've played this game. I remember bits and pieces, and I remember the general plot. It's probably been about that long since I read any Discworld books either. So yeah, but I mean, I do know this one takes a big chunk of its plot from the book Guards, though you play as Rincewind the Wizard instead, with his luggage walking around. You'll see them in a moment. But, so yeah, I mean, it's general point and click. I can't turn on subtitles until after the intro is done, but once that is on, there will be subtitles too, which makes it easier to read through the British accents or whatever. The lead is played by Eric Idle of Monty Python, so that's a lot of fun. Anyways, let me get us going here. It'll just take me a minute here to configure everything, configure it. I use EPSXE, so it takes a minute.
Just as a bit of background for me personally, I was super into the Discworld books back in the early 2000s, I'd say, and since I learned I'd be co-piloting this stream, I've been trying to brush up a bit so I could provide better commentary.
that. Ah, what are you doing? Okay, there we go.
In a second-hand set of dimensions. In an astral plane that was never meant to fly.
I don't actually.
A sinister plot is about to unfold.
I'm staying quiet for the intro here because I can't turn on subtitles. Okay, I'll see what I can do. And so it sounds like it's everything but my mic that's low.
I'll see you again next week for my usual special. Hey, what's where you going? See you soon.
Is that better?
Get off. Leave me alone. Damnation if you don't clear out, so help me. I'll...
Okay, yeah, I just need to turn up OBS.
Bugger off.
That's better. It's on nights like this I could just murder a good curry.
Like I said, unfortunately, this intro I can't turn the subtitles on for.
Ah, hands up. Who's there? Hands. Would you mind putting your hands up? Why? What's happening? It's a simple courtesy. I say, put your hands up. And you, put your hands up. What did you say? It's traditional. A well-established ritual of your actual mugger and victim relationship. You being the victim, and me being the aforementioned mugger. Now please, put your hands up. Hold on to you, what's the names? I haven't got all night, you know. Just do it, alright? Okay. I don't know what this town is coming to. A man can't even have a quiet drink in peace. Now, that wasn't too hard, was it? Now, if you'll just... Oh, bugger.
Unseen University. The home of the greatest wizards on the Discworld. And one or two of the worst. Now, listen carefully. With all these rumors of a dragon... But sir, dragons don't exist. At least, not unless people believe in them. Quite. Nevertheless, with all these rumors of a dragon on the rampage, the Wizards of Unseen University must fulfill their civic responsibility. We must seek out this dragon and destroy it. Yes, but how? Who? Leave the how up to me. As for the who, well, I know of the ideal person. Why don't you go and fetch Rincewind for me?
They didn't really bother worrying about lip syncing in this.
Hmm.
Well, we're almost done here. Our noble hero.
Rincewind! Rincewind! Wake up! The Arch-Chancellor wants to see you!
And now I'm in control. And let me just quick turn on the subtitles for us. Alright, and let me quick refresh my memory real quick which buttons do which. Right, okay, square is walk, triangle is action, circle is examine. Easy peasy. So in that case, oh, there's a mysterious thing over here outside the window.
Gosh, I wonder if it could be a dragon.
Mysterious shape, a sinister shape, a shape fraught with shapeness. It must be a plot element. Otherwise, there'd be a better label.
Now, this is an adventure game, so you gotta look at
I
everything.
really must do some heavy research into this bed. 8 or 9 solid hours should be sufficient. Unseen University, Thermaturgy 101. Failed. Well, it's not little trinkets and paperwork that really count in life. I've got a really pointy hat. That's a start.
All you really need to be a wizard.
This sodding thing hasn't got a doorknob.
Gotta magic open the wardrobe.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Hands off my pixels.
So yeah, if I move to Rincewind, it opens up his personal inventory. He's got the 2 pockets, as you can see. So I'm going to put his wallet in there.
That doesn't work.
Get used to hearing.
It's not so much having the pouch as having the fillings.
Get used to hearing a lot of that doesn't work.
This is an adventure. This is a point-and-click adventure. You're gonna hear a lot of that. It's
That's
just
not-
this one has a British
Well, I'll soon
accent.
fix that. Nope, I can't shift it.
I can't reach the luggage just yet. It's sitting up there snoozing. That'll be the rest of our inventory. If you remember from the books, the luggage is basically a mimic. He can carry as much as he wants, and sometimes teeth. And he walks.
Yay!
Portalis exitus. Orb and doorway. See? I'm not a wizard for nothing, you know. Aha!
Oh,
See? I'm not a wizard.
luckily I can skip through things with a button push. Oh, June, get used to a lot of flavor text in this program. And big, lavish rooms that are nothing. Now, I don't remember enough of the game to know where I'm going exactly. I know the dean wants to see me. I don't know where the dean is. Over here, maybe?
Yes, well, art criticism was never a strong point of the University Trust.
Oh, I had a good guess.
Ah,
If it isn't young Breakwind,
Rincewind, sir.
Rincewind, quite. Come in. We need to talk. That is, I need to talk, and you listen. No doubt you've been hearing all sorts of rumors about this dragon that supposedly is terrorizing the town.
Dragon? As in the classic fire-breathing, city-toasting...
Shut up! Yes, pretty much. Scaly, vein, like shiny objects, that species of kidney. And what we need to do is to ensure that the unseen university is properly represented in the attempt to dispose of it. If some yokel simply slays the wretched thing without our help, the people will begin to ask just what wizards are for.
Actually, sir, what are wizards for?
Wizards are firmly behind big dinners. And if you want to keep on eating yours, you'll go and see about this dragon.
Surely, sir, dragons don't logically exist.
Shut up! Dragons exist if you believe in them.
And the average man in the street does believe.
Or at least believes in them enough to give us big rewards if they think we've gotten rid of the thing. Do you follow me?
Not really.
Shut up! Not interested in excuses. Too much sloppy thinking around here. Run down to the library and fetch me a copy of Featherwinkle's concise compendium of dragons' lairs. Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter down. You still here, standing around like something unhygienic? Do it now!
Golden thingamies. Must be good to be the Arch-Chancellor.
Yeah. This game is very, very British.
Sparklies!
Certainly beautiful illustrations you'd expect from Discworld. This is like a small studio doing a DOS game in the mid-90s. I guess they tried.
Death does pop up from time to time. We'll see plenty of him, though he's a lot more present in the sequel, which is based more on morality bites than on any other book. Still stars Rincewind, though. In that case, he has to be the the substitute Death. Then the third game, which didn't really have a US release except on rarely on computer. Discworld Noir doesn't have Rincewind at all in it, and it's got like CG graphics, and it's like this detective noir type story. It's still silly. It's still Discworld, but
Yeah.
you're a detective who part way into the game becomes a werewolf and stuff, and
Yeah. It seems like it belongs to the same. Discworld Noir seems like it belongs to the same era of adventure games as like Grim Fandango. So I'm guessing they took a lot of inspiration from that.
or like how Gabriel Knight 3 went from live action to CG as well. Like that was the thing in the late 90s, like the 98, 99, 2000 era.
Right.
There's teeth marks all over this one. Must be the dining room.
Nope, not Rincewind, the door. So our first quest was to get a book from the library, but we'll find it. Okay, a lot of people to talk to here. Oh boy.
A swamp dragon, if my eyes don't deceive me. I thought these things were filled with explosive gas. Oh, right. An old wizard who grew a beard mostly because shaving cream costs tuppence a bag.
So we get then these dialogue options where we get, greetings, funny, ask a question, be sarcastic, or say goodbye right now, and then later things might fill in for asking stuff. It's simple.
Good day, sirs.
Is it? So you say. What with the bottom falling out of the tapioca market.
He's off again, past the dried frog pills.
Laugh away, you old boy Valve. It's all this dragon business. That's what's doing it. snatching tapioca out of
Yeah,
the
like
mouths
for a
of the
comedy
deserving
game, I feel
elderly.
like that kind of
Dragons and
interface
towns,
works a little
light
better than listing
storm.
out dialogue options.
Swamp dragons, he means?
If only so the
No, a real
dialogue
dragon,
option doesn't give
not
away
one
the
of those little
joke.
marsh tiddlers.
Yeah.
Poppycock, there's no such
Yeah,
thing.
it's better to kind of keep you in the dark a
Dragons
little
only
for the
exist
funny.
If you believe in them. I don't believe in them, they don't believe in me. So we're both happy.
Another busy day in the faculty, gentlemen?
We are cogitating.
I hope I heard that right, said in a knowing tone of voice. Nathan.
Cogitating, my lad, is that process by which the wise make space inside their minds for ideas.
You make more space for ideas by sitting on your backside sipping a cup of milky tea?
Hit him. Hit him.
My boy, ideas are normally sold by volume, not by weight. It's best to let them settle so you can find more room in the top. We have wisdom and you do not. For instance, this is the action of a clever man.
What's so clever about writing down the word monkey?
That will require some explanation.
Wisdom, my lad, is never cheap.
Oh,
Sending it by
yeah.
the
That was the librarian. He's an orangutan. He got turned into an orangutan and he prefers it that way. He does not take kindly to being called a monkey.
Excuse me, where might I go to find the patrician?
Well,
Don't be an idiot, boy. Just look for the palace.
Is he approachable? Can you actually speak to him?
oh yes, but he's a mean man with a word. Be careful if he uses sarcasm on you, and for heaven's sake, run for it if he resorts to irony.
It's not so much F you as it is F Rincewind. You know, like think more closer to like Monkey Island where everybody hates him and poops on him than it is, mean towards the player.
Does his place always have to be this way?
What way?
Well, this way. It's chaos. It's undisciplined. It's as if I'm thrashing about in a sea of questions, like I'm screaming out against soul-destroying winds.
Isn't that a mixed metaphor?
I mean, there are times when I dream about just shaking this place by the neck until it starts talking sense.
I have one like that too.
What, really?
Oh yes. In one magic moment, I stride like an intellectual giant across the rooftops of the world, slicing through the Gordian what's-his-name of fuzzy thinking for all time. And then I have this other terrific dream that I'm being smothered in fruity yogurt and sucked up inside a whale.
Thankfully, that's not my problem. So far, anyway. We can but hope.
Well, like I said, if you read like the earliest books with Rincewind, like the first couple of books, I'd say it's this kind of angry tone to it. Still,
Right, you are then.
like I said, nobody likes Rincewind. That's true, regardless. Just old man randomly shooting crap.
Hey? A girl. What's a girl doing in here?
I'm not a girl.
Why are you wearing a dress?
It's a wizard's robe, not a dress.
I knew a girl's dress once. Splendid lass. Very good at pickling. Very good at pickling eels, she was.
I'm gonna save us all time, and I'm just gonna, be basically introducing
This
characters.
seems like
We
a
can
good
wait.
cue to see this whole silly conversation.
Because, we are. This isn't me casually playing anymore. No, I wonder if I can hit
That
the gong.
doesn't work.
Oh, I need something to hit the gong with.
Ah,
I've absolutely no desire to talk to that person at this time.
Fair enough. Oh. Okay, that's as far as I can go in the room. Okay.
on the other hand, I can hit the gong at any time. I just need 5 minutes warning.
This is true. Well, we wasted enough time on puzzles.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's kitchen. Oh, library. And now we're in the library. See, there's the librarian again. He's an orangutan. One difference, I believe, between the PSX version and the PC one is there is like little world building asides that pop up from time to time, and like a little screen will pop up and like looks like a blackboard, and the excited guy, that guy in the intro talking about the basis of the world, sits there and tells you things like how the librarian is a orangutan. He basically serves the purpose of like the footnotes in the books. And you know, he has his whole William Attenborough impression.
Ah. Let's not press this curiosity thing too far then, shall we? Must come in handy, stacked with all the latest monkey accessories. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
You're gonna hear that phrase a lot too.
Ye illustrious tome of levitation. Oh yes, that's levitating, all right.
Yeah, Slurdiak, it's definitely British.
Yes, I think perhaps our best move would be to keep slightly upwind of this one. Well, that and keep out of arm's reach.
Hey, buddy,
Who, me?
have you ever thought about the advantages of owning land on the Fremenwanger Peninsula?
Isn't that all underwater?
That's just its advantage, friend. Think of it, a seaside retreat where the sea can actually be the one total dominating element of the...
Eric Idle is. Eric Idle is Rincewind.
Useful for exchanging pleasantries with somebody.
Wrong button, sorry.
Gosh, yes. Let me take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer.
What, really?
Only kidding. I just wanted to be as pleasant as possible as a sort of aid to conversation.
Hey, that's really cruel. Building up my hopes only to dash me down. You know, being a confidence trickster is a hard...
Well, perhaps you need a holiday.
Right, but where to? Where to? Not a lot of decent resorts these days.
I hear the Fremenwanger Peninsula is fairly quiet. Why don't your lips sync with your words?
L-space. The library is a nexus of L-space. Within these shelves, all possible paths and futures can be found. Frankly, it's making me feel a bit ill.
The least funny Python, too, if we're going to be honest, unfortunately. But
What's that under your coat?
Hourglasses. Care to buy an hourglass?
Where did you get all of those?
Fell off the back of a donkey cart, sir.
You are an extremely silly man.
Hey, I'm not the one wearing a dress.
Right, well, don't be a stranger. Cheers.
let's see if I can find this darn book. Maybe up here? I don't know. No, this is a problem. It's a pixel hunt to get the book the boss wants.
Oh dear, there's little pamphlets living in it. Sex magic. No wonder it's on ice.
I see.
Ah. Let's not press this curiosity thing too far then, shall we?
Maybe I do have to talk to the librarian. Yeah, okay. Get ready for some monkey jokes.
Hello? Ooh, you're not in charge here, are you? Oh, I see. Well, that explains the filing system. Look, I don't know if you're quite the person that I want to see.
Ooh,
Yes. Well, it's hard to explain, really.
I'm actually dreading the King's Quest series with this show.
Well, this is wonderful. I never knew I could speak
It's
monkey.
one of those Sierra adventures. If I were to try to make a list of all the dead ends, it'd
Did you
basically
get the
just
number
be a
of that donkey
walkthrough.
cot?
So,
Yeah, Roberta Williams is an evil, evil woman.
Hi. Do you mind if I monkey about in the library for a while? Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Again, every time he gets clobbered.
May I take a book from the library, please? Excuse me? I see. I need something in order to take out a book. Toothpaste? Fingers? Gloves? Something in your hand? A dentist? Halitosis? You want some mouthwash? That's it. You want some mouthwash. I'm sorry, but I'm already spoken for. Oh, a library card. Why didn't you say so in the first place? What happens if I just barge in without giving you a library card? Yes. Now look, unfortunately, I don't have one ape. A ape upon my person. Yes, upon my person. Phew. I didn't say monkey. Did you get the number of that donkey cot? Hey, whose monkey is this?
Well, at least that was a quick one.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot? Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs? I see. Yes. Yes, I suppose so. Quite. Look, is there someone else here that I can speak to? Well, you know, someone who isn't a monkey.
here we go again.
Every time.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot? No, I'll come back and get a book later. Yes, I've given up. No, not gibbon, monkey. Ape! Oh, damn! Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
I'll ask him about L space too.
Hey there, old mollusk. What can you tell me about L space? Yeah. Yeah, I see, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, I see. So what you're saying is that L space is a means of time travel available only to librarians, which is essentially too complex a subject to convey with hand gestures and grunts. Yes, I thought so. But look, if I did have to go into L space, say, to go back to another time, you could help me?
I'm sure this won't have any relevance on the game. Oh, hey, look at that.
Space is the distortion of space caused by big collections of books. Just picture some of those old second-hand bookshops, which look like they were designed by Isha on a bad day. They invariably have more staircases than stories, and rows of shelves that end in little doors, which are surely too small for humans to enter. This distortion of space has a similar inevitable effect on time.
Huh, now it kicks me right out of the conversation anyways. Oh, that's convenient. Alright, my first quest is to find a library card, I guess.
Hooray!
Huzzah! Let's see what's in the closet.
Yeah, so L space is basically a space that connects like all libraries and all worlds and
Looks like a
in
witch
space and
transportation
time. Like
device.
there's
One of the
like
older models, I
a scene
presume.
in one of the books where the like not library of
doesn't work.
Alexandria is burning, and then there's
Hands
like
off
an
my
offhand
pixels.
description of how an orangutan's arm reaches out and grabs a couple of books before they burn.
Ha, yes, now, don't rush me. Ow! Yes, thought so. They're shelves.
In other words, room is too dark to see anything, but I did pick up a broom, for what it's worth.
Large, flat. It may just be a wild guess, but I'm willing to bet that this is a door.
Powers of deduction. Let's see what the kitchen's like. I only remember like half the locations even in this game, what they look like. Can't scroll any, is there? Just kind of looking to see if there's objects before I start another conversation chain.
Yeah, there's like a pile of plates you could click on, but that was it.
Oh. Your eyes are sharper than mine, I guess.
Ah, so it was ice cream for dinner yesterday, eh? That doesn't work.
Fortunately, I'm going to need the luggage before I do anything else, because now I have 2 items, because I have the broom.
Well, he's cooking food.
So can you get the luggage to carry you around, or do you have to go back to the room each time?
I don't remember when the luggage joins me. It should sometime in the near future.
Excuse me, but could I ask you some questions?
Clear off! And no magic in the kitchen. One more spell goes off in this place, and I'm going to complain to the Arch-Chancellor.
Are you always this surly?
Not always. I even know a jolly joke.
Really?
Yes. What's ugly, hollow, and rings like a bell?
I don't know. What?
Look over there.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot? Well, that's a fine skill to have. Your parents must be very proud of you.
Actually, I was going to become a wizard, but they found out my parents were married.
Oh.
Fascinating.
Yikes.
Don't any of your pancakes get lost?
What? From here? From my frying pan? You don't seem to realize the gravity of your accusation. 27 years I've been studying to be a cook's apprentice. I've got top marks for basic flipping left hand and right, and batter stirring, pan greasing, and pancake stacking.
Oh, how many did you get for customer relations?
2%. Clear off.
Something tells me we're going to have to later steal a pancake in midair to throw him off or something.
This is the worst kitchen I've ever seen.
It would be worse if there were worst.
What's worst?
It's a what's name? A sausage.
Worst sausage?
No, if you want the worst sausage, try Dibblers.
So it's to be puns, is it?
Just watch the pancakes for a while. It's very soothing.
Well, I'll catch you later then.
All right. I probably have to leave to get the, I bet if I leave, the suitcase comes chasing after me.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, that rings a bell. I could be totally off the base, though.
Mm-hmm. I was about to ask, can you leave yet, or do you have to do more stuff here first?
Oh, yeah, I can leave. At least go outside.
Good grief! I thought the apprentices were all kept tied to stakes.
He's reading a book. Maybe he's got a library card.
How do you open the gate?
I used the secret spell.
All right then. How do I open a gate?
Can't tell you. You're supposed to go and see the Arch-Chancellor.
Oh, go on, just open the gate.
Oh, it's more than my job's worth, mate.
Yeah. So I guess we can't leave the university for real.
Well, where's the doorknob?
Not yet,
How can you
anyway.
have a door this big without a knob?
That's related to a running joke in this game we'll hear.
What's this thing? Prunes, finest quality, extra dark old bowel buster. Yuck. That doesn't work. Care to step outside and shut the...
I wonder.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Ah! I was wondering if I could do a little switcheroo on him. Huh, there's a path around the back at least.
That doesn't work. Sod it! Another one of those doors without handles. Tradesman's entrance, I presume. I wonder what we traded him for. New improved Wonder Grow. Grows anything. New instant formula.
I'm sure that won't be relevant ever.
Yep, I'm sure there won't be a puzzle where we have to grow something.
Oh, just takes me around the side. Of course, some of these MacGuffins can be clues for like several acts from now. Who knows? Maybe one of these guys has a dining room. Something I could get.
So look, as an aged wizard, I mean, you know, as someone who's climbed to the very depths, is there any advice you feel you might like to pass on? I mean, a few words of guidance, perhaps to one who hopes to follow in your pointy footsteps.
Ah, yes. Well, young fella, my wallpaper. Well, I'd say that of all lessons in life, always learn to expect the unexpected.
But if I expect it, then it isn't unexpected.
Eh?
By definition, it can't be unexpected if it actually is expected.
Quite right, my boy. Well spotted. In which case, my advice to you is to always expect the expected. Is that clear?
I expect so. So you're all faculty heads? The giants of wizardry? This is it? This is as good as life gets?
Contemplating promotion?
No, I'm contemplating a change of career. Listen, one thing I've always meant to ask, these dresses we wear, are they strictly necessary?
Eh?
The robes, lad, are symbolic of our dedication. You see, this is not so much a calling, a profession, as a condition of mind. By wearing long robes, we imply a somnambulistic state. An attitude in which we walk dreamily through this world with our minds occupied by higher things.
Higher? Like, say, as high as this hat?
Well, the hat, too. Its height implies loftiness of thoughts.
Or it might imply that we should have let our mothers keep on dressing us.
What's more, it keeps young whippersnappers like you from running off.
Eh?
Would you want to walk the streets looking like a refugee from a somewhat suspicious pencil factory?
Point taken.
I like how he's the young whippersnapper with the long beard still.
Is this all you do all day? Just sit and make a public nuisance of yourself?
I'm reserving my powers.
What powers?
Well, for a start, I can read your mind.
Really? What do you see?
Not much. You must have the big print.
Well, excuse me, I think there's someone calling me. So, you're the bursar. What does a bursar do exactly?
Well, it's a very important job. Accounts, expenditure, occasional bouts of irrationality, the assessment of grants.
Well, it sounds a bit, well, boring, doesn't it?
That's the job's main attraction, my surgical sock. These tenures are for life. So, since wizards are naturally extremely long-lived, that means the only way to get promoted is to assassinate your superiors. They've been popping off like mayflies around here for some seasons. Sometimes we've got, wait for it, more wazards than wizards.
They're in no danger from me. I never really thought about promotion.
Wazards, you see? Ha-ha! Oh well. My post is safe though. Who wants to claw their way up to the top only to become an accountant in a silly hat? Mark my words, folding trouser press. Survival is all a matter of identifying your proper niche. Preferably a niche well removed from anything anyone else finds desirable.
So you're the,
The
Oh, thank heavens. I'd hate to have forgotten the name of someone useful. Look, you're the bursar, aren't you?
That's right. I do the finances,
Yeah,
books
yeah,
and
yeah.
things, and I'm quite totally insane, you know. Any calculations you need, I'm your giant frog.
But that's just accounting. Surely to hold a major position in a wizard's university, you must be able to perform magic. After all, that's what the place is all about.
Magic is all very well, young sink disposal unit, but mathematics is the more powerful art.
Oh, come on.
You don't believe me? Very well, Mr. So-called scented furniture polish. Care to watch while I make your grant disappear?
Ha!
Right, well, don't be a stranger. Cheers.
I'm gonna go check before I talk to the guy in the wheelchair because I know he's very long-winded. I remember that part. I'm gonna go see if maybe I can do something in the kitchen with, like maybe use the broom to get the pancake or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, this might be a good time to start the timer then.
Well, oh, all right. Fine. Timer started. Let me see, actually, if when the... Well, pancake does give you a second of time.
Mm.
Well, I don't know why, but I'm thinking I've got to use the broom on it. Ah! Pixel hunting. Wait, it helps if I use the action button.
And the timing seems pretty tight. It's like a split second.
See if at least... Yeah, but it's there. How annoying.
Yeah, which means you'll have to interact with it at some point, most likely.
Uh-huh. This is really frustrating. I'm just trying to hammer away at the thing.
Mm.
I don't know.
What's this then? Prunes, finest quality, extra dark old bowel buster. Yuck. That doesn't work.
Yeah, it won't let me grab them.
Good grief! I thought the apprentices were all kept tied to stakes. Ha ha! Good
So
old
I
unseen
could give
you.
you a I could
wonder if
give
the
you a
walls of
hint
this
because
one
I just
keep
like
what's
looked up
outside
a
from getting in,
walkthrough, but I'm gonna
and
wait
what's
for
inside from
the
getting
timer
out.
to expire.
That's what it's for.
Well, at least it's easy enough to.
First puzzling, we've already got to use the gong. Oh boy.
It's a point and click adventure. They just gotta be like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So weird. The move button is what you use to interact with Rincewind's belongings, not the action buttons like you would think.
Mm.
Ah.
I don't know why I was thinking would do that. Hit him with a broom. I don't know.
And if you thought you could hit it and calm it down, like there's some sort of logic in there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the gong
Like I want to.
zooms.
It's like personally, I want to pet the book to calm it down. I'm sure that's not what Rincewind does.
No, I'm sure not. It's gonna be the old man that has the solution, isn't it? Man, the wheelchair guy. I really don't want to talk to him. So as I remember, he goes on and on and on.
Hey? A girl.
There's the gong.
What's a
People
girl
can give me
doing
hints
in here?
now.
I'm not a girl.
Why are you...
It's
why
louder
are
than I
you wearing
expected.
a dress?
It's a wizard's robe, not a dress.
I knew a girl.
All right, so you've been poking around for a while. Why don't you go back to your room a bit and chill?
They're very good at pickling eels.
Fine.
This seems like a good.
Like I said, at least I can end conversations quickly. Yeah, I tell you, if the luggage has my library card. This whole time. Go on, get up there. It doesn't let me move past a single
Take
screen.
another like 5 minutes to scroll up that tower.
Yep.
Nope, I can't shift it.
Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
I can poke him with the broom. Aha!
There we go.
There's our boy. And automatically threw the broom into the luggage, too.
Good thing I brought you along, eh?
Does he have anything else of note?
Oh, he does. That's certainly a quote-unquote library card, wink, wink. My library card has the name Dole on it. But yeah, the luggage has infinite storage space, unlike Winswin's pockets himself. Thankfully.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs?
Well, that was easy peasy. And just drop the book in. I suppose if I would have just done the action button, he probably would have just dropped it right in himself instead of me going through the menus.
Mm-hmm.
And now I gotta go back and see the dean because he wanted the book.
Yep.
We gotta go through this very overly large area where I can only click on screen. I can't click to locations off screen, and it only scrolls when he's at the edge.
Mm. I'm kind of ashamed it doesn't scroll with the mouse cursor.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good lad, Breakwin.
Rincewind, sir.
Ah, we now have the formula to construct Recruitamento's never-failing Dragon's Lair revealer. With the device in our hands, we'll be able to track the creature and trap it like a wildebeest.
You mean like a rat, sir?
Really? Well, could be. That'd be easier, certainly. You've got a good firm grasp of facts. I like that in a wizard. Go forth and fetch the elements we need to construct this device. I'll see that your performance is brought to the attention of the University Board when we review your grant next year. We may only...
Sir, have I ever told you of my ambition to be a yak?
It could be arranged, Rincewind. Just ask the librarian. Now, we're gonna move on. We need a staff of tumultuous terminology, a spiral of never-failing induction, a miniature creature of excitable chitters, and a container made of the strongest ferrous metal.
Oh, is that all?
Well, a sign of breath from the subject in question is necessary.
Dragon's breath?
Yes. Any problems with that? No? Good. Well, don't
Oh,
just
dear.
stand there. Off you go.
That doesn't work.
Now I can't just click on him with it.
Featherwinkle's concise compendium of dragons' lairs. Detect dragons from a comfortable distance or your money back.
So, is it some kind of wand, some kind of spiral, a creature that sounds an awful lot like a squirrel, what sounds like a lead box, and dragon's breath. To find out where the dragon is.
Well, I mean, you're in a wizarding school. I don't think you're gonna have that much trouble finding a wizard staff.
Oh, I'm sure there's probably some of these yahoos in the dining room have them. There's also a running gag we'll hear many times throughout this game of about us asking about a song related to that, where he asks, "Do you know a wizard's staff has a knob on the end?"
Mm-hmm.
That's a classic joke. Oh, he's got a staff.
Long, wooden, clearly quite magical. Here, it's got a knob on the end.
Yep.
So we gotta figure out a way to distract him. Fine, I'll talk to him.
I'm not a girl.
We can skip through this.
It's a... Well, I once knew a girl too, of course.
Of course. But why you of course? Young fella like you ought to be out and about, exploring a world of adventure. Wine, women, and pickles.
Look, I am out and
pickles.
about.
Well, you can't be too good at it if you're
Pickles in
already
my
off course. young air
refrigerator.
freshener.
Look, no one's off course. I just used the phrase as a pleasantry, a manner of address. Pickling? Oh, how fascinating.
Pickled? Who's pickled?
No one's pickled. You started it. I don't even pickles.
What? Oh, they were wonderful pickles. How dare you cast aspersions on... Damn, I've lost it. What were we talking about again?
Pickles?
What's pickled? What? What do you mean?
Well, the eels were pickled, weren't they?
What? Pickled elves? Damn their ears. I told them to lock that liquor cupboard. Go on, boy, get after them.
No, pickles, not pickled.
Pickles? Or try the kitchen. Get out. Stop wasting my time.
So, what happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. That's just the point. And now young twerps like you think they can come in here, ravish our women and steal all our pickles.
Steal? Now do I look like a thief?
My stick. They all want my magic stick. Well, you can't have it. So be off with you, you dastardly overcleaner.
No, look. I don't want your wretched stick.
Yes, I do.
So it's the pickles you're after then, is it? You devilish young trouser. Well, I'm onto you, you know. I'm onto you, you young bookcase.
Now look,
Weirdest insults.
this is not the problem that I wanted to address.
Yeah, I'm with Claire. Get these pickles.
Look, I just want to find somebody who can talk a little sense.
Sense? Perfumes? Oh, I'll not have it. No, sir, I won't. Dallying with womenfolk on the premises is against the rules. Otherwise, we'd all be doing it. You young bathrobe, have you defrocked for this?
Look, I haven't done a thing, honestly.
What? Well, how can you be a man of the world if you've never sampled the finer things in life? Women, wizard staves, pickles.
Well, if I go and do that, you said you'd defrock me.
It won't do. It just won't do. Young tweezers like you coming in here and taking off their frocks. I won't stand for it. I will. This city is getting into a fine old pickle.
Oh, please don't get started on the pickles again.
Pickles? Don't eat pickles if you're wearing a dress. You'll stain the hem. Why are you wearing a dress?
This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
I bet now I might be able to get the prunes in, because he keeps just grabbing and eating. And then he'll have to go run off and use the bathroom, and then I can take the stick. I bet that's the solution to the stick. Now, getting the prunes is the problem. But...
So do you want me to keep giving you hints, or do you want to wait a bit? Like, I'm not gonna start the timer again just yet.
Yeah, let's wait a little bit because, you know, I'm not stuck yet.
Yeah.
I have a hunch and I'm working on it.
You've got some
That
ideas,
doesn't work.
and there's still stuff to poke around that we haven't poked around that yet. So that makes
How
sense.
do you open the gate?
They've changed the wasp names. The hand wriggles. It's a whole new spell.
So show me the new spell.
Can't. The spell's a secret.
Well, now at least I can talk to him. Maybe I have to distract him while I grab the prunes.
Nice weather.
Since classes in wind whistling, rain making, and lightning throwing are all scheduled for today, I think that's being a wee bit premature.
I like his weaselly voice.
So, this is it? You just stand here all day getting a wage for eating prunes?
Certainly, someone's got to do it. It's a plum job.
The hand wriggles, please.
Yeah, right. Look, you just wiggle them like this.
Like this.
Yes, almost. Now try it like that.
Like this.
Well, I made a frog.
Right you are, son. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'd like a nice lie down.
But what about the gate? Aren't you going to guard it?
Oh, who gives a monkeys?
Huh, fair enough.
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
What's that you're eating then?
Prunes. Just a little nourishment to tide me through till lunchtime.
Can I have one before I go?
Having one before you go is the whole point of prunes. And no, you can't.
Well, I'll catch you later then. Another senior wrangler in the making.
Mm-hmm. No, not Rant Flynn in the luggage. Oh, hello, Rabbit. Welcome to the show. We're struggling through puzzles.
Hey, Rabbit Dumpling, thanks for the raid.
What's this then? Prunes, finest quality, exarch old bowel buster. Yuck. That doesn't work.
I wonder if I can... no. Well, I got a frog
Well,
out of it
I'll
at
catch you
least.
later then.
That's something.
Yep.
I'm assuming Impa is the raid message. You guys were playing Hyrule Warriors. See if I can take a bag. I can indeed take a bag of fertilizer.
That doesn't work.
Now I gotta figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with these things, but... actually, wait, can I actually open the door myself?
I'm guessing no, but give it. But let's
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Oh, well, there you go. Fair enough.
It worked.
Bisected by the river Ankh, the city of Ankh-Morpork is the oldest existing city on the Discworld. It is really two cities. Proud Ankh, turnwise of the river, and pestilent Morpork on the Wildershin side. Although the pestilence is quite democratic and in fact covers most of the city. It is said that all roads lead to Ankh-Morpork, but this is in fact incorrect. The truth is that all roads lead away from Ankh-Morpork.
We're not eating chocobos. I remember I had the strategy guide even for this game as a kid, and it had a mean lie in it saying that they were secret Easter eggs if you explored the right areas of town. There are not. I've looked it up.
Mean.
I know. Oh, dragon flying by.
Setting fire to things as dragons do.
Alright, well, Palace is the closest place. Let's just go there.
So, anyway, how's the wife?
Oh, not so bad. How's yours?
Oh, doing well, doing well. We thought we might invite you two around for dinner tomorrow night. I've made a chocolate cake, strawberry pudding, and duck's foot casserole with leaf mould.
Leaf mould?
Oh, sorry. Did I say leaf mould? I meant caramel. Anyway, there'll be lashings of everything. You know the wife. She likes to cook.
Yeah, but is this a good idea? I thought she was watching her weight.
Why should she watch her weight?
Well, you know, after last time. when she accidentally ate that camel.
Oh, she's not overweight. She's just cuddly.
Yeah, cuddly. Very, very cuddly. With humps.
So, how's your wife then? Did she get that thing off her face?
Thing? What thing?
The hairy thing.
That's a beauty spot, that is.
Oh, I see. Bit long for a beauty spot, isn't it? I mean, the area.
Look, moustaches are supposed to be a sign of sensuality.
What, on women?
Listen, are you calling my wife ugly?
No.
Good. I'd have been ever so cross if you did.
Huh.
Look, could you just let me in, please?
Clear off.
Now, that's what I call a guarded conversation.
Shh.
I don't think you should pay him any attention. That's love, that is. Putting up with an old bag of a wife.
What?
Well, your friend here was saying how massively unattractive your wife actually is.
No, just mostly unattractive. I'm sure she's actually got inner beauty.
Mean.
Them beat each other and I can go in. I remember that. I seem to recall there's a few dialogue chains for that. It's the line of people to see the Patrician, yes. And the worst character in the game. This guy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, you don't forget this guy. Oh, Kia.
Hello?
No, it's a visitor, isn't it, Chucky? A visitor, yes it is. No, Chucky. Cockle here. Mr. Pencil Head says hello. Hello. He said hello to us, Chucky. Oh, Chucky.
Yes, what might your name be?
It's secret.
Eh?
I can't tell you, but Mr. Flower knows.
Oh, well, if you like. Hello, Mr. Flower.
Hilarious.
Wet? He's all wet. Oh, Chucky.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
excuse me,
understand
I
the whole
think there's
Chucky
someone calling me.
thing.
Excuse me, I think I must have missed something.
Me neither.
Missed it. Oh, very good. He's good, isn't he, Chucky? He's good. He's very good. Yes, he's very good indeed. Oh, Chucky.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'll be all right, Chucky. I'll be all right. Cockle gear.
I think I'm just going to lie down for a little while.
I'm kind of with Rincewind about this guy.
Look, I was wondering if I could get some information off you.
Information. Information, Chucky. About lizards. About dragons, yes.
Well, yes, all right.
Dragons. All about dragons then, Uncle.
Look, could you just keep it down a little, please?
Dragons, Chucky. Chucky doesn't like dragons.
Shut up! Quiet! Now just tell me what you know.
Tell what?
What about the dragon?
What dragon?
The dragon that threatens the city.
Oh, Chucky. He knows about the dragon.
Quiet!
Dragon, Chucky, dragon.
Now look,
Guess what I am now?
boring.
No, guess again.
A teapot.
Yes. Teapot. Teapot, Chucky. Oh, Chucky. Oh.
Stop it! Stop acting insane!
Insane? Did you say insane?
Yeah? Yes?
Chucky doesn't like it when I'm called insane. My mother called me insane once. She said it right before she died.
Whoa. Right. Well, excuse me, I think there's someone calling me. Why do I always get the loons?
Loons, boons, goons. You come to ask a boon?
Look, are you on treatment for this condition?
Treatment? Treatment? Very clever, very clever. Chucky likes treatment. Does Pencilhead want some treatment too?
Now look, why don't you and your puppet just go away? Anyway, what sort of treatment?
Chucky likes his jokes. Ooh, Chucky.
This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Okay.
Well, that certainly was a character in the game we had a conversation
Greetings, lowly and scabby peasant.
Hail, old pointy-hatted one, and less of the scabby, thank you.
What's happening?
We seek an audience with the patrician, the mighty ruler of Ankh-Morpork. It's about this dragon, you see. He's making the cows dry up and all the curtains fade.
What, really?
Well, that's what our Agnes says. Anyway, who wants to have their family char-boiled by a dragon? Soot's hell to shift.
Yes.
Well, anyway, that's what old Uncle Agnes says. You can't go fairer than that.
Uncle Agnes?
Yeah, Uncle.
So you describe him as a bit of a man then?
Hadn't really thought about it, to tell the truth. Now you come to mention it, I suppose we should have asked. We just married him off to one of those guards outside the gate.
Well, that explains something.
I'm assuming the one with the mustache.
Tired? I give a pretty good foot massage.
Now let's remain very, very calm about this, shall we?
A quiet dinner, a relaxing evening watching the potions brew. Ooh, I'm very good at toes as well, you know. How's about just a little sing-song? Do you know a wizard's staff has a knob on the end?
There it is.
Mine hasn't, I can assure you. But I'll just rush off and check, just in case. Wait a minute, you're a thief. What are you doing here?
Well, it's about my quota, see?
Quota?
The amount I'm allowed to steal. It's not enough. The dragon's been destroying housing, so rent just went through the roof. I mean, a 20% increase in theft quotas for the duration of the emergency seems a reasonable thing to ask, doesn't it?
Depends if you're in the 20%.
One of the remarkable innovations introduced by the patrician was to make the Thieves' Guild responsible for theft, with annual budgets, forward planning, and above all, rigid job protection. Thus, in return for an average level of crime per annum, the thieves themselves saw to it that unauthorized crime was met with the full force of injustice, which was generally a stick with nails in it.
Not a bad system if you think about it, but I've heard worse.
Yep, the Assassin's Guild has the
I
same
hope you've
system,
come
by
to
the
our
way.
pleasant business.
Yeah, well.
Non-disruptive business. Reliable, solid business. Rather than mere disruptive rumor-mongering. Would I be right?
Patrician seems a threatening man.
Rumour mongering, solid business, maybe.
Well, are you? Or aren't you? Make up your mind.
I mean,
He
he does
is
have
like
the.
very open about being a cunning dictator.
Well, I mean, he does have the power to, imprison you or, execute you if he chooses.
Yep.
So, you wouldn't consider anything dragony at all to be
Valid.
valid conversation?
In a nutshell, I think.
Yes, I see your point. If, however, just for argument's sake,
Argument?
well, I say argument, more a suppositionary discussion, really, but if something, say, vaguely reptilian were actually to creep into the conversation,
Yes?
and the weather being seasonal, a flame or even fire-breathing theme were to, as it were, intrude across into the subject.
Yes. Yes, I see your point.
Well, you see where that begins to lead us then.
Quite. Yes, quite right. Well, I think this sort of information deserves a very thorough treatment.
Ah, exactly so.
Perhaps the dungeon's information retrieval technicians might be willing to offer their services in such a case. Refresh your memory of details, that sort of thing.
Ah, information retrieval technicians.
Yes, they're the ones.
The ones with racks and windlasses and that long sort
Yep,
of bent
yep.
thing.
Those
that
are the
they
ones.
poke.
Ah, now you're with me. All supposition, of course.
Yes, as you say.
In any case, was there anything you wished to broach with me at all? Taxes, law reforms, dragons?
Dragon? Goodness, no. What dragon?
Exactly. We'll let it rest there then, shall we? Don't let me detain you.
Yes, no need to stretch the point.
I see that there.
Have you any idea how difficult it is to get through to see you?
Not really. Funnily enough, I've never had cause to do it, you see.
Well, I think it's appalling. Whatever happened to open government?
Well, since you put it like that, the last ruler who tried it ended up extremely open.
I still find it odd that a genuine wizard can hardly get in to see you. I mean, what if there's signs or portents or something? You're blocking traditional seers' routes of egress.
Well, I always look on inaccessibility as being a measure of the man. Supply and demand, that sort of thing. Still, now you're here.
At last.
Quite. Well, now you're here, we should extend you some hospitality. A little refreshment, maybe even a quick whiz around the palace. A walk along the highly dangerous battlements. Or a brief tour of the dungeons, perhaps.
Ah, no, you're a busy man.
Exactly.
Serious business. Well, yes.
Really?
Ah, well, it's all pretty grim stuff, actually. You see, I've come to get some action happening about this dragon business.
What?
Well, that is...
Now listen to me. There are no such things as dragons. They are a physical impossibility. No ifs, buts, or maybes. I've had enough. The next person who mentions dragons in my presence will be off for a trip to the information gathering technicians. Extremely quickly.
Well, I just thought...
Ah,
Oh, right you are then. Look, I'll just go and stand over here then, all right?
What's in here then? Oh, it's a bathroom. That mirror is not conspicuous at all.
Not a bad little mirror, that.
Wait a minute.
Eye makeup, rouge, hair cream, all seems a bit dandified if you ask me.
That mirror gives me an idea.
Oh.
Clever. We didn't see whoever's in the bath. Thank God for small mercies. That doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
Last time I saw a ring as big as that, there were druids dancing round it. That doesn't work.
Anything else I can do over here? Nope. Alright, I think that's it for the palace for now. Most benevolent despot. Go try something real quick here. No, it won't let me hang it on the door.
No.
I was thinking maybe I could hang it on the door, and then when I have the guy show me the hand waggles again, it bounces off and hits him.
Good idea.
Yeah, I mean that's certainly the kind of logic that this game has. It just there's another step there. It looks like. Let's go someplace else. Taking my roundabout routes with the luggage taking a completely different route.
Counterwise wine tasting at Bear Huggers Wineries. Please bring bucket to winery the day you arrive. Lost. Small dog. Answers to the name of Gaspode. Talks too much. If found, keep.
Keep.
Wanted for arson. Suspect approximately 3 tons, 200 feet long, scaly. Wanted dead. Definitely dead. Reasonable reward. Ah, Crocus Gittus, or the common or garden boring old codger.
Is he one?
One what?
One of them?
What? With a whip?
Yes, he's one of them.
What?
Probably. He's wearing a hat.
Well, I'm not standing for it. Young man, are you one of them?
With a whip? What are you guys talking about?
Look, I'm not exactly sure what you...
Yes or no?
Oh, all right. Yes, then.
He doesn't walk.
It's hard to tell in that dress.
Ah, I think I can see how this is going. It's a case of humorous misunderstanding, yes?
Sorry? What's that?
I'm not going to fall for it.
I shouldn't think so, in that dress.
You see, you're just taking perfectly ordinary remarks and trying to make some kind of joke out of them.
Oh, come on. There's not much to laugh at in our job.
I can see that.
We need a bit of fun.
This might not be much, but it's better than being up to your knees in blood.
What are your jobs?
Oh, we're heroes, mate.
You? Don't make me laugh.
You just said we didn't.
I mean, you? Killing dragons?
Oh, we've killed dozens of them in our day. And if you think you're a hero too, you'll want to find the dragon. So off you go. No point wasting any time. You didn't see me wasting any time when I took out the dreaded Temple of Offler.
One of them? Well, it depends who's asking.
Who? Why, it's us, the rootinest, tootinest, shootinest.
Hats and whips.
And go.
Inside temples.
What? Missionaries?
No, the other ones. Nasty natives. With spiders and snakes. Ugh, yuck. So you mark my words.
Look, I think you should probably all just start again.
You listen up, fellow. We're all legendary heroes here, so keep your ears open and you might learn a thing or two.
That guy has a weird accent.
Incidentally, on a point of detail, we only root and shoot. We never toot. Well, hardly ever.
I don't know, maybe they think I'm some kind of Indiana Jones type? I don't know what they're thinking. I'm still
All
confused.
depending on his destiny. I'm the kind of man that went out and made his own destiny.
What out of?
Come again?
Well, you carve a destiny, don't you?
Could be made of ivory.
Oh, can't get the elephants these days.
How's about iron? Then you could forge a mighty destiny. Too heavy. It has to be wood.
What?
There we are, young man. Your destiny should be made of wood. Don't go to the desert, though.
It'll get termites, and then you'll have a hole in Destiny. Have to struggle with it.
At least he apologized.
Most certainly not. I've never been one of them.
He doesn't look like one of them.
He's wearing a dress. It's the best way to tell.
Ah, well, if you'll just excuse me, I think I hear Destiny calling.
Oh, good, it's Dibbler. Discworld's #1 secondhand dealer in everything.
Dragon detector, sir?
Every job, apparently, if I remember right, in Discworld has its own guild. The smallest guild is the guild of Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler. Of one. Guild of one.
Hey, what?
Can I interest you in a dragon detector, sir? I'll only charge you cost price, a single shilling. I'm cutting my own throat.
A dragon detector? How does it work?
Easy as pie, sir. This rod has a piece of wood tied to the end. When you get close to a dragon, the wood turns to ash.
How close?
Very well, you caught me there, Governor. A slight design flaw. Tell you what, I'll halve the price. 2 shillings and it's yours. I'm cutting my own throat.
He offered us 1 shilling initially.
Oh, no. Let me guess. The lovable street merchant.
Cut me own throat, Dibbler, at your service, sir. Care to buy a dragon breath proof vest, sir?
Is it guaranteed?
It's never been destroyed by dragon's breath yet, sir.
Not necessarily a strong recommendation, though, is it? I mean, it's never been engulfed by lava or trampled by penguins either.
There you are, sir. Free guarantees for the price of 1.
No, thank you.
Well, how's about dragon pinwheels, sir? Cloisson pins, flags, or we have dragon repellent. Only 1 shilling gets you a bottle. Tell you what, sir, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm cutting my own throat. Money back guarantee. You get your full cash back if, in fact, the dragon eats you. Personal application only, of course.
Not today, thank you. Not tomorrow either.
I don't know, sounds like a good deal to me.
What's that smell? It's like... ugh, like roasting loincloths.
Sausage in a bun, sir. Wholesome and nutritious. Tell you what, I'll sell 3 for the price of 1. A single penny. I'm cutting my own throat.
Nah, thank you.
Care to buy?
No,
But you never even heard my pitch.
I thought I'd save time.
We can go back and try it from the top if you'd like, sir.
Well, excuse me, I think there's someone calling me.
I see that mouse running around. I can't click on it. Okay. Got a tomato.
Might as well.
If it's there to be grabbed, I'm grabbing it.
If it's not nailed down.
Exactly. That's adventure logic for you. Street urchin, Amazon warrior, and tax collector. Hey, what are you doing there?
Care to buy a money pouch, sir? Very good nick. Cost you 1 shilling.
No, I already have a money pouch, thank you.
Are you sure?
Stolen? The damn thing's been stolen.
Good thing I was at hand with a replacement then, innit, sir?
Wait a minute, this looks exactly like my money pouch.
You see, sir? You'll hardly even know your old pouch was gone. That's service for you.
Now look, did you just steal this?
Oh, don't look at me, sir. I'm just a lovable street urchin, I am.
Urchin?
Yeah, you know, one of them hard things that lives on seaside rocks. The ones that end in points.
It's a starfish, isn't it?
Is it? All right, sir. I'm a lovable street starfish then.
It's a bit fishy to me.
I'm just keen to get you to sell out, Gov. Like a second pouch, sir? Just as a reserve, so to speak, in case the worst should happen?
Look, if it's not too much to ask, How did you do that?
What? Give away a trade secret?
Tell me how you do it, or I'll turn your spleen into a tank of sea monkeys.
Oh,
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
Oh, well, when you put it that way, Gov. Look, it's easy. Just practice on those old guys over there and get your hand in.
teaching me how to steal. And I stole a pair of pink shiny underwear. Let's see. I gotta scroll down. Yeah, okay.
Small bloomers. About my size, actually. Sort of soft and silky. What a strangely liberating thought.
Oh, I might be able to resize the luggage window. That's actually a good idea. Don't know if I can do it on the PlayStation version. Oh, I can.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Oh, there we go.
Nice and big.
Useful.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Kia. I had forgotten I could do that. Okay, let's see what the Amazon warrior has to say.
Greetings, O noble warrioress.
Greetings, O pointy-hatted elf.
Eh?
It is I, Red Sorghum, chosen avatar of the goddess Mothra. I've come to Ankh-Morpork seeking adventure.
Mothra.
I've sworn myself to the quest and may give myself in marriage only to the man who can equal me in combat.
You what? Are you in much demand?
Well, yes, apparently. Under the terms of the Geese, I'm supposed to suffer no insult from any man. Which unfortunately includes wolf whistles, lingering looks, and even passing thoughts of attraction. Which would be alright, but they insist that I wear this getup. Standard heroine issue. By the way, geese is an archaic word, meaning something like obligations. I really don't want to hear any more jokes about birds.
Inconvenient.
It's ever so cold.
So, do many people actually just want to try and marry you?
Oh yes, happens all the time. Well, I suppose I encourage it, really. I mean, it's been 10 years, and a girl has to settle down someday. They've been lining up in the taverns ever since I got here. I've been killing people non-stop since 10:30.
Ah. So, just tell me a bit with this one. In order to get engaged to you, they have to
Match swords with me, yes.
to the death.
Yes.
Sounds dangerous.
Actually, it's more boring than dangerous. Well, at least from my point of view. Other girls get to debauch with barbarians, and all I get is two-way conversations with the gods.
Really?
Well, it's not as if Mothra, goddess of Stepland, storms and destroyer of cardboard cities, really has anything much to say. I mean, there's the occasional quest aspect of things, but more often than not, it just means chopping up some mothballs or getting her a nice rug for tea. I suppose there is a lot of posing, and the chainmail bikinis are nice, but it doesn't fill up a Saturday night, if you know what I mean. You, do know what I mean, don't you?
Sure, I know what you mean.
Mothra even gave me this magic sword, said it was to keep me safe. Bitch. Every time I meet some halfway likable man, I have to kill him.
Well, can't you stop it?
Well, no, it's a magical curse, you see. For instance, if I even suspected that you found me attractive, I'd be forced to do something really totally unpleasant. Probably involving spleens.
Spleens?
It's an organ. Not sure what it does apart from ooze green.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I quite understand. Good thing I don't fancy you then, eh?
I'm ever so pleased. Of course, I feel a lot more comfortable with you in a dress.
So you're a Hublander?
That's right. The Icelands, snowfields, that kind of thing. Proud land for a proud people. Forge of death, and so forth.
And, well, is that a Hubland costume you're wearing?
Yes, why?
Well, it just doesn't seem climatically appropriate. How does it stay up?
Pressure.
pressure.
Everyone's eyes are always running all over it.
So, where are you from?
The Hublands,
Hublands.
at the middle of the disc. It's where all the barbarians live, but you don't see many of them about. They're all too shy.
Shy? Shy hordes?
Well, they get bad press, you see.
Well, only because they crash civilizations, burn cities, and have a thing for the lamentations of women.
They're just enthusiastic. Boyish high spirits.
Oh, I see. All that nailing people to doors and setting fire to them is just a way of letting off steam, yes?
Yes, they don't mean anything by it. It's just their way of saying hi. Are you looking at me lustfully?
Me? Madam, after a day like this? Not a chance.
Oh, well, that's all right. It's just that if you were looking at me in a lustful manner, as it were, then under Article 5 of the Warrior Maiden of Mothra's Code, I'd have to chop you up into little bits.
Good thing I'm not gawping at you then.
I'll say. So you mean you really don't find me attractive at all?
What? Attractive? Nah, I don't care a monkeys.
Oh,
Here we go.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot? Well, goodbye.
Alright, let's see what the tax collector has to say.
It's a frame-up.
Pardon?
They can't do this to me. I'm the tax collector.
That explains it then.
This isn't funny. I can't believe this.
Maybe you should take stock of your situation.
Now listen.
Too bad. Now your reputation has gone to rack and ruin. Still, I suppose it's torture lesson. Torture, get it? Not a good pun, but then what is?
Everyone's a comedian. Except you, mister.
Burn.
Help!
What? You're the tax collector, aren't you? What are you doing in there?
Begging without a permit. I asked some old codger for money, and he blew it all on me. Next thing you know, they got me in here. This is harassment in the course of duty, I'll tell ya. Let me out of here! They can't do this to me. I'm the tax collector.
Ah, has someone collared your market?
Watch it.
Must be what they call a tax squeeze, innit? Ooh, how do I think I'm up?
Very funny. I'll remember you, pencilhead. I have a perfect thingy. Begins with M. You know, I'll never forget.
Forget what?
Faces. My business relies on my memory for faces.
They must be your stock in trade. What's this thing? Soliciting without a license? Alchemists Anonymous. Get rid of that banging habit.
I can't get in there with the girl. Let's see if he has anything else to say now that even the label changed. Oh, he has a lot to say now. Lovable street starfish.
You don't act like a simple street urchin.
Starfish.
More like a shark, I think.
I've done me apprenticeship, sir. I've got me chit. I challenge you to find a single bit of clean skin on me.
So why aren't you more cheerful then? Shouldn't you be out scrumping apples or stealing sticks from blind old men?
Well, normally I would, sir. It's just that I'm a little bit off my feed.
Well, it's not good enough. You may go. Just make sure you stay filthy. And I want you to be irrepressible by lunchtime. Look, shouldn't you be in school or something?
Nah. If you do that, you get your head stuffed with facts.
He's got a point.
Another kid's head exploded doing that.
Oh, rubbish.
It's true.
Really?
Well, no, but there's no point being a lovable stereotype without the appropriate superstitions, now is there?
Is it a good life being a street urchin?
Starfish, sir.
Right. What's it like being a street starfish?
Well, it has its moments, sir.
Such as?
Oh, well, none really. I only do it 'cause the Chimney Sweep Guild's closed its doors. I mean, it's not even as if I have a real social role. All I do is stand round providing background colour, getting me cheeks pinched, and gathering all sorts of clandestine information. The sort that wandering adventurers eventually find useful. Not much of a life at all, really.
Don't stand there. Go and get downwind of me. Right, well, don't be a stranger. Cheers.
Oh, go in the alley. Dunny King. Oh, good. Great.
A nice strong rubber belt, that.
Great. He's got a shiny gold tooth, doesn't he?
Good day.
Can I interest you in a free sample, sir?
Not on your Nelly. Lovely. Let me guess, you are a traditional...
Sorter and remover of human affluence, sir. I offer drainage with distinction.
Great.
My school teacher said I'd never make anything of myself in life, and just look at me now. Got to the top by starting at the bottom.
And people certainly stand aside when you pass by. What's that smell?
That's the honey pot, sir.
Honey pots? That doesn't smell like honey.
Well, actually, that's a metaphor, sir.
What's a metaphor?
Well, in this case, sir, it's for covering up some unpleasant aspects of life what don't normally make for polite conversation. For instance, if I say, "Here, sir, may I interest your son in an apprenticeship as a collector of honey buckets," you might stop and listen. Whereas, if I asked you if you minded if your son helped me with collecting crap...
Yeah, well, quite. So, you're a sewerage collection man, is that it?
Well, we in the industry prefer the term...
Effluent redistribution technician, quite. Look, all joking apart, what in Offler's name is this thing?
Sir, that is your actual patented sewerage purification plant. Self-powered elastic belt propulsion. This thing heralds in a whole new age, sir.
The mind truly boggles. So, it purifies sewerage, does it?
That's right, sir.
Meaning it takes raw sewerage and then produces...
Pure sewerage. the essence, as it were.
I see. Jolly good. Well, I suppose I'll just leave you to it.
Always here whenever you need me, sir.
Right you are then. Should you really be doing this here?
That's just the sort of attitude I've come to expect from your kind. You'll see, one day you'll all laugh on the other side of your faces.
Look, I didn't mean
I
anything.
don't even know what that means.
No, fine. Obviously you object to my profession. I'm used to it, sir. Wish I could say it didn't hurt.
Look, I'm sorry. I mean, I've always looked forward to a visit from the friendly neighbourhood...
Effluent redistribution technician, sir.
Effluent redistribution technician. Anyway, I always left out little presents. Glass of milk, bag of cookies, that sort of thing.
You did, sir?
Nah, not really. Still, it gave you a warm all-over glow for a moment, though, didn't it?
You're right there. Thanks.
Ah, don't mention it.
I remember an episode of Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zimmern where he went up to Alaska to like the furthest north town in the country, in the continent, and they actually had one of these guys as a job
I
there.
don't get horribly
because
burned to death by any
It's too frozen to have a sewage system.
Poultry power?
I don't think I can take one.
That doesn't work.
No. Let me see something real quick. Come on, let's open wide here.
An effluent redistribution technician.
No, he's got a shiny tooth. For whatever reason. I'm not touching that spigot. That's
call.
fine. No, thank you. I'm good.
I did notice he walked away for like a minute there, so I'm thinking there's something you're gonna have to do there at some point.
Mm-hmm. What's this? Oh, the therapist's office.
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
So, this world you cannot stand. Tell me how it makes you feel. Whoa! Ah, yes. Yes, I see. A case of latent aggression, no doubt. Woo! Woo! Now, I want you to relax and tell me about your innermost feelings when I say the word in question. Woo! That's it. Now, here we go. Monkey.
Okay, now I can go.
Just tools of the trade, I suppose. No, I can't seem to do that.
Because there's a troll sitting in front of it.
Yes, probably as good a place for him as any.
Trolls, if I remember from Discworld, they're made out of rock, and they get bigger as they get older. There doesn't seem to really be a limit. Like, there's this one point in one of the early books where some kidnappers have Rincewind tied up in a cave, and they're looking at all the pretty stalagmites and stalactites, and then they notice they're not stalagmites and stalactites.
Yep.
Giant troll, and they're in his mouth. They also get slower as they get older, apparently, too, if I remember right.
That sounds right.
Yibble, egg.
I'm sorry.
The eyes, the awful knowing eyes.
What's happened to you?
I couldn't take it. Thumping, not thumping, my brain's gone potty. Ah! Get them off me. They're all green.
That might be. I do also remember a gimmick about this room we'll get to in a minute.
Excuse me, I seem to be in the wrong conversation.
Something that's not obvious.
Yes, let's not pursue that, shall we?
It's very delicate, you know.
How'd you change voices like that?
Change it like what?
You did it just then.
It's called bucketing.
Channeling?
No, bucketing. It's like channeling, only it doesn't drain away afterwards. It all just sort of sloshes around in there and dribbles out at random.
The winter evenings must just fly by. You wouldn't be a loony by any chance, would you?
What? My dear sir, I'm shocked, nay, hurt at the insinuation.
Eh?
I am a victim of circumstance, nothing more.
That and the fact that he's barking mad.
Now, look, the young, the dark, the crab-wise.
Oh, no.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Ankmore Park.
Isn't that technically me?
I mean, there's more than one.
Remove stains while it disinfects, makes whites brighter than bright.
I love this guy.
Look, I'm afraid I can't handle this right now.
Millennium Hand and Shrimp.
If you'll excuse me, I believe I'm needed somewhere else. Oh, now let me guess. You're a patient here, aren't you?
Oh no, I'm just here for background colour. Here, chuk 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 chuk. Dark they were, and golden their eyes. The bells, the bells.
Ah, jolly good. Carry on. This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation. Now, why is she dressed as a milkmaid? No, I can't seem to do that.
Yeah, he's in the way.
That's possibly the most heinous woman I've ever seen in my life. Stunning how they managed to find these people.
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
Fine.
Diploma, honours pass. Cut me own throat, Dibbler's correspondence schools. Psychiatrickery, grade 1. Well, at least local mental health is in good hands. Vague, Trolls Weekly, Hovel Beautiful, Popular Siege Engineering. I hate waiting room magazines.
Okay, gimmick here that they don't tell you. I remember this was one of the first things I had to use the strategy guide for. For whatever reason, the seats in this place are like butt magnets. Here, I'll show you.
If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
Oh, you also can't stay standing in the place for too long. So, all the way out. Then I go back in. And now the troll moved to my seat.
Sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
Now also I can reach the net. And I can talk to the milkmaid.
Are you him?
Pardon? What?
No, you couldn't be. He would know who he was.
I suppose I should come to expect this kind of thing in my life.
So who are you then?
The mighty wizard, Rincewind.
Oh, is that all? Well, I'm sure he wasn't a wizard. I think I remember him smelling of fish.
Look, who do you want to meet?
Him, my beloved, my long-lost paramour. He's been missing ever since I was a child.
God, give me patience.
Well, it's all very traumatic, I think. They said I really ought to find myself a trauma, then go and see the psychiatricist. Everybody's doing it.
I can imagine.
So you're here for a bad memory, then?
No? Why'd you ask?
Well, that's a dunce's cap you're wearing, isn't it? You look like a pencil.
This is a wizard's hat. A garment of great austerity and history.
Oh, it must be ever so good for storing things.
I don't want to talk about it. The uniform is not negotiable.
Fine.
What's this about a beloved of yours? True love, is it?
I last saw my true love in the Ramtop Mountains. It was a sign, you see. A sign that my life was to be spent in alpine pursuits. That's why I became a milkmaid.
Really? How fascinating.
I learned to yodel too.
Oh, dear.
All right. Of course, we're still not at the front of the line for the psychiatrist. Psychiatricist.
Shut up, sit down,
Oh,
no talking.
well, maybe it won't let me
If
do
you're
it
mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
now. Well, still, I got the net.
Yep.
I'll do a few more things, and then we'll probably be getting time to wrap it up for the night. Didn't make as much progress as I expected, but that's okay. This is a long-form show.
Yep. We've still got a lot we can see and do.
Oh yeah, we are long from being done with just the exposition part of the game, even. Let's maybe take a look at one more place. Maybe nothing suspicious about that dark area.
Alms, sir. Alms for the poor.
But I'm already poor.
Well, you've got a pointy hat.
That's not wealth, that's status.
Oh, well, spare some status for the poor, Governor.
I think you've got that wrong.
How do you mean wrong? It's a simple request transaction. I underline a need and hope that you, in your wisdom, will provide.
It's not a question of that, it's a question of practicality. Status, by its very nature, is ineffable. As a quality is essentially non-transferable.
So are you going to give me status or aren't you?
I can't just give you status, you have to earn it.
For instance?
Reach the top of your profession. Become the most famous beggar in the city. Get some real diseases.
Well, I'll try. Business is just down a bit. What can I do about it?
You need a more dominating image. Something to demand sympathy. Otherwise, heartless people like me are just going to keep on passing you by.
It's a thought, you know. Yes. Many thanks.
Arms? No, thanks. I'm trying to give them up. Why should I give you money?
Well, it's your traditional medieval street transaction, isn't it, Gov? It's an expected part of your fantasy environment.
You're saying that you're just here to add a little bit of colour?
Authenticity, Gov. Authenticity.
Well, wouldn't it be better if you actually looked the part? I mean, just look at you.
Why? What do you mean? What's wrong with it?
Well, it's pathetic. I mean, a beggar, by definition, has to be pitiable, doesn't he? I mean, why should someone give him money if he's as hale and hearty as any other geezer on the street?
Oh. Oh, yeah. I think I see what you mean, sir.
Right, well, carry on. What? Me pay you?
Oh, go on.
Why?
Why what?
Why should I give you money when you're no worse off than anybody else?
Well, business is bad, but what can I do about it?
Have you thought about improving your image?
Improve my image? How?
Well, make yourself more presentable. Show some self-respect.
What?
Very mixed
spend
messages
money
here.
on clothes and stuff?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Give us 30 shillings until payday then.
But you're a beggar. You don't get paid.
My point exactly.
That's some real truth right there on that one.
Right, right,
Alright, let me try to look around this street, see what's going on, and then, maybe we should call it for the night. Because it's now after 10. Okay, fishmonger.
And yeah, in the comments there's no fourth wall in the game. It's routinely fashioned. After a while, it's not worth rebuilding it anymore. I personally, I view it more as they didn't bother to build a fourth wall in the first place.
Yeah. I seem to remember this area being more close up with like the fishmonger and then the crazy guy on the street and the light post, which is an unfortunate mechanic I do remember for later in the game. Hello. Hello. Alright, I think we're gonna call it there then. Toy shop, okay. But, alright, and that's gonna be it for this week. Thanks everybody for showing up. Can somebody maybe, post the link to the Discord in the chat? Jank Science Theater is always looking for, more volunteers. We do our main show Saturday nights, 8 Eastern. We do back-to-back blocks, 2 different hour blocks where you have to play a game. Somebody comes up with a game and 4 other people have to play it, weird or bad. Weird and or bad, I should say. The more obscure the better. And it's a lot of fun. This has been our first secondary show for the channel. So yeah, somebody posts a link to the Discord real quick here so people can, if they want to join. I think there's actually a link down in the About for the channel too. Yeah, there we go. And everybody is always welcome to join and start trying to participate if they want. We're always looking for new blood. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll see you guys next week, I guess.
I've had a great time. Thanks for inviting me on, Choco.
Yep, and I'm assuming you're still going to be on for next week, but we'll see.
Oh, of course.
Until we're done with Discworld, at least. I'm assuming is the plan. Alrighty. See you guys next time, then. Bye.
Have a nice night.